Oi, oi, oi. Back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. What is going on, my fellow weebs? What the? Home! Run for it, boys! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Bees, and today we are just going to be looking at anime. Anime that shows up in shows that you would not expect, like, you know, stuff from the Western cartoons, you know, like stuff that would pop up on, like, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, just anything. You know, let's see the influences, and, you know, I definitely was inspired by a lot of stuff, you know, growing up in my childhood, Naruto and Dragon Ball. And so it's crazy to look back and like see what went over my head as a kid, because I'm sure there's a lot more. Like, I'm sure they put Dragon Ball references in all these shows and it probably like didn't even like register in my brain at the time. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more anime related videos and reactions, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for 800. I really appreciate it, you guys. Let's get to 1,000 and then we can do it. So yeah, if you guys like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, stick around, more videos like this one coming up. Alrighty guys, and we made it behind the webcam now, and we are going to check out this video. If you guys want to check out the original video to this, I am not going to claim this video as my own, I'm just reacting to it. The original video is by WickedBinge, all credit goes to them, so if you want to go check out the video and then watch my reaction, I will link that down in the description right there below if you guys want to go check out the video. So all credit goes to them. Let's see what they got in store for us. I'm excited for them to show us the 20 anime references in American cartoons. Let's get into the video, guys. Let's roll, baby. Oh yeah.
Ever since anime first became popular among American audiences in the late 80s, Western cartoonists
South Park
began showcasing their love for Japanese animation in their own original
I don't remember
art.
that episode of South Park, do you?
Details in the show's background or entire episodes dedicated to Japanese styles. Several animators have made sure their cartoons.
What show was that?
I'm Kyle with WickedBinge, and today we're looking at 20 anime references. Cartoons you might have missed.
Okay.
The Black Butler.
Okay, here we go. Black Butler. Never seen it.
Rick and Morty is no stranger to obvious anime
but I know
references, but this one is quite obscure unless you're a die-hard Black Butler fan. In Rick and Morty Season 2,
I'm not.
Episode 4, titled Total Recall, Summer says the line, "And if Mr. Beauregard wasn't our butler, it's safe to say that we would be in a hell of a lot of trouble." If you notice the tone of her voice and the emphasis on the word hell, it sounds similar to the catchphrase of one of Black Butler's characters, Sebastian McKellis. Miraculous Ladybug, callback to
That's
Sailor
super
Moon
interesting.
and
I never knew that.
Sakura.
That's a deep cut.
Nickelodeon's Miraculous Ladybug, which later got picked up by Disney
I was gonna
Channel,
say, yeah.
was actually produced in part-time
It's a kid's
by
show.
anime powerhouse Toei Animation. In fact, the series was originally planned as a 2D anime.
No
but
shit.
Even in 3D, its transformation sequences will surely remind you of two Japanese cartoons.
I was gonna say
from the
Sailor
same
Moon,
genre,
definitely.
Sailor Moon
I was getting
and
those
card character
vibes.
Sakura. My Little
I don't know that
Pony,
one.
Friendship is Magic.
I don't know that one
Pony's
at all.
Crystal Empire. The entire My Little Pony franchise
Wait, what?
has
Hey, My Little Pony just got inducted into like the Hall of Fame for toys this year. Congratulations.
episodes. The show's mythology that leans towards girly magic shares a number of similarities with Sailor Moon, and the link between these two cartoons is even more prominent in the tie-in comics featuring Sailor Moon ponies. Also, one of the episodes from My Little
They
Pony,
just straight up
Friendship
dressed
is
up like
Magic,
'em.
shows the ponies' Crystal Empire, which fans think was inspired by Sailor Moon's Crystal
That's really
Topia.
cool, actually.
Adventure
I like
Time,
that one.
The food chain episode. In 2014, Adventure Time was taken over by an anime director for the first time, and it clearly
Really?
shows in the season 6 episode 7 titled Food Chain. From the theme song to tiny details in the animation, it's safe to say that a unique anime flavor runs through the episode. Drawn together,
That's really cool.
mingling or
Like for me, I never noticed that because that was such a weird time in my life, transitioning like into middle school and getting out of like the Cartoon Network shows. Kind of like finally stopped watching TV for a bit at that time for me. I watched the first season of Adventure Time and then like I just stopped watching TV and then got into movies more and music, and I don't know, just stopped watching stuff. I don't know. It's very weird. So I would miss a lot of those, you know.
Series, Comedy Central's Drawn Together has included icons from all corners of the cartoon universe during its
The
3-season
Flintstones.
run. This obviously includes anime as well. One of the protagonists from the
What
show,
the?
Ling Ling, shares a close resemblance to Pikachu.
Wait,
This
that's
was obviously
awesome.
meant as a parody, but also
Ash.
notice how Ling Ling's owner is named Gash, which of course rhymes with Ash from Pokemon.
Yeah, a little on the
Falls,
nose.
Dipper's birthmark. Gravity Falls.
Here, Gravity Falls is actually like a really good show, but again, it was like not my time. I was already out of high school, I'm pretty sure, when this was coming out, so this just wasn't what I was watching. But I hear this show actually kicks ass.
Includes several nods to Japanese video games.
Oh, that's
and anime,
awesome.
most of which are not that obvious.
Wait, what
to
are they
viewers.
doing out there?
For example, in one of the episodes, the constellation-shaped birthmark on Dipper's forehead seems identical to the birthmark
Fist
on
of the North
Kinshiro's
Star? That's
chest
cool.
and the Fist of the North Star. Regular show, the Brilliant Century Duck Crisis Special. Regular shows, Season 6, Episode 24, titled Brilliant Century Duck Crisis,
Whoa.
features opening sequences that are a recreation of those from the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. The special's intro
That's
even
super
mimics
cool.
the anime's theme.
Like, I don't know, like, even if I was watching this, I feel like that would have just gone straight over my head. Do any of you guys feel the same? Like when you're a kid, you're not paying attention to this. I don't know, like, would any of you have caught that at that age? That would have just gone over my stupid, like, apple head, you know.
Theme song, and the word crisis in the title is probably an homage to Bubblegum Crisis. To top it all off, this regular show episode also features a remake of Cowboy Bebop's closing credits.
That's
Regular
cool.
show, Tecmo's costume. Another instance where Cartoon Network's
like that.
regular
I might have to
show
look
made
that
an
up.
Anime reference was during the episode Terror Tales of the Park 3. Tecmo, a green humanoid who
He
wears
looks
a black
sick.
jacket, is seen wearing a costume at the Halloween party, which makes him look a lot
Spike,
like Spike
whoa.
Spiegel from the sci-fi anime series Cowboy Bebop. Starverse is the forces
I like
of
that.
evil,
Yeah, he
the
dressed as
Sailor Moon
Spike.
reference,
Let's go.
Similar to My Little Pony. The
I love
Magical
Cowboy
Girl
Bebop,
TV
bro.
series Star vs. the Forces of Evil has a ton of hidden Sailor Moon references that are often overlooked by viewers.
What is this? Your Star versus the Forest? I've never heard of this show. This must be like a newer show.
One of the most noteworthy examples is Star's wand. If you look closely, it's a blatant combination of the wands seen in Sailor Moon and also used by Sakura Kinomoto. The Amazing World of Gumball anime-style showdown. In its Season 4 episode,
Who's a
Fury,
Gumball fan?
Cartoon Network's The
Y'all like
Amazing World of
Gumball?
Gumball turns moms into Super Saiyans.
I always thought the background for Gumball was super weird. I wasn't an avid Gumball watcher, but every time I'd be flipping channels and I would see this show on, like, the animation on top of that background always tripped me the heck out. But I thought it was, like, super interesting. I was like, man, they're really swinging here. They're really trying something new. And I can appreciate that, you know.
It features an epic anime-style showdown between Gumball's mother,
And I think that's very cool,
and a
too.
mysterious figure from her past named Yuki. The fight hints at Dragon Ball Z by including the Kamehameha-style energy blast.
I love Dragon Ball.
Also notice Nicole referring to
That
her fighting
animation looks
style
sick.
using
Looks
two
like
words.
looks like
Kokudo,
Sakuga animation
which
right
is
there.
Kinshiro's fighting style from the Fist of the North Star, and Konoha, which is a village in Naruto.
Yeah.
Steven Universe, Ruby's Yamcha pose.
Oh
Anime
God,
fans almost
Yamcha.
always enjoy Steven Universe, and there's a valid reason why. The American animated series has numerous episodes as well as small details that are reminiscent of various kinds of anime. In one of Steven Universe's episodes,
looks
Ruby
old.
makes the classic Yamcha pose from Dragon
Oh yeah,
Ball
when he
Z.
dies.
Steven Universe, end of Evangelion.
Straight
reference.
up, Yamcha's
Another
dead,
anime
bro.
reference From Steven Universe
Oh, that's
can be
funny.
seen in the Season 3 episode Kiki's Pizza Delivery Service. The scene where Steven and Kiki sit by the beach
No
and have
shit.
2 large pizza slices is a direct visual reference to Asuka and Shinji in End of Evangelion's ending. Bob's Burgers,
Wow.
My Neighbor Totoro. Although anime references aren't a norm for
Never-
Fox's animated sitcom
That's gonna be like the whole like moral of this video, moral to my story. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of cartoons. That's why everything is kind of like new to me, you know? It's really interesting that they'd put all of these anime references, like some very obscure and some that are like too on the nose. Very crazy. They put just threw in a bunch, you know? Very cool.
Movie My Neighbor Totoro, Ben 10, Team Ebisu. Ben 10's Season 3, Episode
No
3
shot.
includes a clear reference to Naruto, as Team Ebisu can be spotted here. The Boondocks
I love
Samurai
that.
Champloo references. The Boondocks
That's my favorite one yet, man. God, and Ebisu isn't like my favorite character or anything, but like, I love Naruto to death, and like, that is so cool. And I love Ben 10. Like, come on, Ben 10 anime? Can we get a Ben 10 anime up in here? Like, gosh, I'm about to ask for the Omnitrix for Christmas, bro. Like, I'm gonna rock one of those, man. Can someone send me an Omnitrix, please? Whew.
includes several nods to the 2005 anime series Samurai
Good
Champloo.
show.
For
Samurai
starters,
Champloo.
The Red Ball episode seems
Samurai Champloo, the people that did Cowboy Bebop, very good show.
heavily inspired by the Samurai Champloo episode, where the gang
That animation
learns the
just goes so
fundamentals of
crazy. That
baseball.
style
The
is so
Boondocks
crazy.
Also makes major references to the anime during the opening credits of its first season. Teen Titans Chibi Moments. It's no surprise that Teen Titans
Another
is
great
heavily
show,
influenced
though.
by
Love Teen
Japanese
Titans.
animation, which is why its style was eventually referred
Teen Titans is one of the best shows like ever, man. Like, good gravy, man. I like they don't make them like they used to, especially Teen Titans.
name Kids
I
Next
love
Door anime characters spotted. The Cartoon Network
Where?
series about a
This was a show that I watched. This show was a fucking banger.
group of spy kids in a mysterious treehouse aired
Who was your favorite number? I don't remember mine.
for 6 seasons and frequently made obvious anime references. Most of these callbacks were to popular animes such as Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, and several characters from these franchises often slipped between scenes on
I never
Kids Next
noticed
Door.
that.
For instance, in the episode titled Operation Archive, the Pokemon master Ash Ketchum can be seen sitting in the audience during a film screening. In another episode named Operation Report, we see an obvious parody of a Dragon Ball Z character that's certainly hard to miss.
I like never noticed that as a kid. That went right over my head, and now it's like seeing it's plain as day. Like, that's so cool, bro.
South Park Ninja Battle. It's almost impossible to talk about anime culture mockery without mentioning South Park. The series has dedicated an entire episode to parodying anime tropes. In Season 8 episode Good Times with Weapons, the boys transform into typical
Holy.
anime characters after coming across some
I do not remember this episode. I've not seen every episode of South Park, so like, looking at this, it's like, what the? They look insane, bro. Look at Cartman, bro. Holy.
Eastern Asian weapons. This episode screams of the
Kinda going off,
1993
though.
Japanese anime fantasy film Ninja Scroll.
They kinda remind me of a bunch of
Fairly
Ninja
Odd
Turtles,
Parents,
bro.
Dragon Ball Z meets Pokemon. The Fairly Odd Parents 2004 TV movie
Wait,
Channel Chasers
I do know
features
this
the characters'
one.
adventures as they're transported.
Goated. This one was like one of the best ones ever. Like, I remember this one, like watching this on TV. This was an event. This was a spectacle, man. Like, you had to be there. You had to be there, man.
Inside their TV.
I love the
via a
references, dude. He
magical
looked like
remote.
Krillin.
Timmy Turner finally gets a chance to enter his favorite shows, one of which is called Mahu Mushi, which looks a lot like Dragon Ball Z and even includes trading cards identical to those from Pokemon. And finally, The
Hell
Simpsons
yeah.
Couch Gags. The Simpsons is perhaps the most commonly talked
That's my
about
favorite
show when
one.
it comes to pop culture references, and it throws in a couple anime Easter eggs every now and again. The cartoon has actually featured 2 of these references during its iconic couch gag, as some of its directors and producers are
Yeah. I wanna. Has Homer ever been in a straw hat? Have they ever made fun of One Piece by chance? Cause I haven't seen every episode of The Simpsons either, and I think that'd be really funny to see a parody of One Piece, like Homer wearing a straw hat.
teen. The Simpsons dress up as anime characters.
That's awesome.
Maggie as Pikachu, Bart as Astro Boy, and Lisa as Sailor Moon.
It's cute.
Also, during the episode titled Treehouse of Horror 25, Lisa is seen dressed as Mikasa
Oh.
from Attack on Titan.
Wait a second. Yo, I literally just answered my own question right before it happened. Homer is literally Zorro. Lisa is fucking Mikasa, Pikachu. And then fucking Naruto Bart. Then was that Momonosuke up there? Like what the fuck going on with the dog? What the dog doing? You know what I mean? Like, holy smokes.
While Homer looks a lot like Zorro from One Piece. Let us know in the comments section what your favorite
That's
anime
fire.
references are in American cartoons.
Wow, that was fire actually. Like, alrighty folks, and that is gonna do it for today's video. I had an awesome time checking out this awesome video from WickedBinge. So subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this one. Yeah, I had a great time. There's more videos coming. I do this shit every week. So yeah, I had a great time, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. You don't have to say it back, but just know that I do. You could say it back, but